Hello everyone, welcome to another Star Wars tutorial. Today I'm going to be walking you through how I turned the old Jet Trooper figure into a brand new Jet Trooper figure based on the new 2020 Stormtrooper mold. For this I mostly just used the body of the new Stormtrooper and then threw some of the pieces of the old Jump Trooper onto the Stormtrooper and basically turned kind of a new figure into him, so I'm going to show you how to do all that. The right one, this is the Jump Trooper Commander. This is what I'm going to be making today. The left one is just a standard Jump Trooper. If you want to do that, it's literally the same process as this. However, you need two of them so you can take the white shoulder pad, get two of them, and put it on both sides. But, you know, same idea, just a different concept. And this is, of course, a 3D printed weapon. I'm not going to cover how to do that, but you can buy them online from Shapeways. So yeah, let's go ahead and show you how to make this guy. Alright, so in order to do this modification, you need, of course, the brand new Stormtrooper mold. You're going to need the old Jump Trooper Commander figure. You're going to need a hot glue gun, some super glue, a tub of Vaseline, and some sort of drill, a nice big paper towel, and that's going to be used to dry off the figures and burn your hands, and a hobby knife, as well as a stove to heat up the figure so you can get the pieces off. Alright, so let's show you how it's done. Alright, so once your water gets hot enough, you want to go ahead and take your Jump Trooper, pop off the helmet and the jetpack, and then just go ahead and throw them in there. At this time, you also want to get the Stormtrooper figure, pop off his head, and then throw it in there so you can remove the neck post. Alright, so once they've been in for a while, about 30 seconds, we're going to go ahead and grab the Stormtrooper helmet out, put it on the paper towel. Make sure you dry it off first so that you don't burn your hands. One thing I forgot to say you need, pliers. Get some pliers and just rip the neck out. Should come out pretty easily. Also make sure you grab the little neck post inside. At this time you can go ahead and return the neck ball to the neck post. And then plop it back on the Stormtrooper figure. I would then take it and run it under cold water to make sure that it is set properly. Alright, now for the Jet Trooper, you just want to be very careful. Grab him out of the water, plop him onto the paper towel, dry him off real quick. Now with him, all you want to do with this guy is just get off his shoulder pads. Not too tricky. Just make sure he's not super wet with boiling water so you don't burn your hands. If you have a little trouble with it, you can also just get an X-Acto knife to speed the process along. There's one. And two. So now once you have the shoulder pads off, you want to drop them back into the boiling water just to reform them and reshape them. Probably just do this for about 30 seconds again. I can go ahead and fish them out. Dry them off. Turn off the burner. And run these under cold water. Now on the trooper body, you just want to go along the shoulder and you want to find the little area of the body armor where the pin connects the shoulder pad to the chest and just cut it. That's pretty simple. Just is like that. And on the other side, like that. And there we go. Now he's ready for his new shoulder pads. Something I personally like to do to make these shoulder pads fit a little easier is to cut down this middle block right here. You can kind of see it right there. That'll get in the way of that's supposed to peg into the old Stormtrooper mold, but since there's not a hole for it, it'll just block the way, so I just cut it off. It's pretty simple to do. For the other two pegs, you can cut them down as needed. It's likely when you remove the shoulder pad, you'll probably cut those pegs anyways, but just keep that in mind. If it looks weird on your shoulder pad, that's what I would do to fix it. Alright, now for the easy part, gluing on the shoulders. I normally like to line it up so the top of the shoulder is in line with the top of the chest. I don't like to have it all the way down here. I think that looks weird. Just like to have it a little bit up higher, just like that. So I'm going to glue that on. So using that as a guide as before, just put it on. Check. Make sure everything looks good from the sides. Yep. Alright, there we go. There's one shoulder pad. Now for the other shoulder pad, just gonna put a little dab of glue right there. Grab it and then put it on. Alright, so for the helmet, the best way to get it to fit, because it won't fit without modification, is just to get a drill, put the helmet on the ground, and just drill away. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and make the joint. Alright, once your hot glue gun's hot enough, next step is to smear Vaseline on the neck pad. There you go. The joint is nicely covered. Just need a thin layer, don't need a whole lot. Now you can get your helmet and just fill it with hot glue. Okay, now you can just shove the head in, just like this. I like to leave a little bit of space so it's not lying directly on it. Yeah, there we go. Looking good. Alright, while it's drying, we can go and work with the jetpack. All you have to do here is just cut off this peg. That's it. That wasn't too hard. I also like to cut this a little bit because it's a little bit too wide compared to the new mold. Just be careful, watch your finger. Then the other side. Now you can test to make sure it'll fit. Looks like a solid fit. Alright, so just go ahead and grab your super glue. Just put a little bit, don't need a whole lot. Then you can just apply your jetpack. Just like that. Oops. A little bit more than I thought I would. Now once that jetpack's dry, you just get the hoses, put them back in, and there you go. He's all done. Alright, so here's the final product. The Jumptrooper Commander on the brand new body. I think he came out pretty good. Retains all his articulation. Can move his arms and everything. Move his head left and right just fine. Oops, tube popped out. Yeah, I think he's a pretty good looking figure. The backpack also looks just fine. And bonus, he looks really good next to the brand new Stormtroopers. This is a modification I would highly recommend doing. It isn't too complicated, it's pretty easy to do, and makes for a pretty fun figure. Kind of makes a new figure out of an old one. So if you have these two, I highly recommend splicing them together and making something new. If you guys have any more suggestions for tutorials or things you'd like to see, just comment, let me know, and I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. Thanks, and see you guys later. Peace.